Well, the UK so far has now given more first doses of vaccine to people than the entire European Union put together. And we know, of course, about the failings of the unelected EU Commission versus a British government that made its own decisions. But this isn't just about the EU approach and the UK approach. This is also about some of the really irresponsible comments made by European leaders, European governments and officials that really deserve greater scrutiny here, I think. First of all, as Matt Singh highlights, that currently, as it stands, the UK has given first doses to more people than every country in the EU now put together. In fact, the latest statistics show that the number of people who received at least one dose of vaccine stands at 17.25 million for the UK, and in the EU as a whole, it's at 16.35 million. It's not just, of course, the failings of the EU Commission, which have been well documented, but check out this story in the Times today. Germans are turning down the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. Germany's vaccination programme, the Times report, is in trouble with people failing to keep appointments if they're going to be given the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. Only 150,000 out of 1.5 million doses of the vaccine had been used on Friday, threatening to derail the flagging national inoculation plan in Germany. Whereas Britain had vaccinated more than 26% of its population, Germany has managed less than 6%. And at the Tegel Vaccination Centre in Berlin, it's reported, which gave only the AstraZeneca product, fewer than 200 people turning up for 3,800 daily appointments. And of course, one of the problems here is that the vaccine's reputation has been undermined, again as the Times report, by briefings against the jabs by politicians from across Europe, despite the European Medicines Agency having approved it to be given to all adults. And just to give you an idea of what some of this misinformation has looked like, this is what France 24 reported not that long ago. Macron, AstraZeneca vaccine quasi-ineffective for over 65s. French President Emmanuel Macron, France 24 reported, said that AstraZeneca's vaccine appeared not to be effective for people over 65 years of age. Sky News in January reported this, that Germany has said the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine should not be offered to people over the age of 65. A source close to the country's government told Sky News. Now, let's compare that to the actual reality. As the Herald report today, vaccination has been linked to a substantial reduction in the risk of COVID-19 admissions to Scotland's hospitals. Landmark research suggests by the fourth week after receiving the initial dose, they report, the Pfizer and Oxford AstraZeneca vaccines were shown to reduce the risk of hospitalisation by up to 85% and 94% respectively. So I believe that's 85% for the Pfizer and 94% for the Oxford AstraZeneca. As Ian Dale, highlighting this information, said today, so the AstraZeneca vaccine is more effective than Pfizer among the over 80s, paging Macron, the German government, and all those who scandalously tried to undermine confidence in it and thereby reducing uptake. Shame on them all. When it comes to Macron, I think nobody assessed his ridiculous comments better than Andrew Neil, who said at the time, in a country already awash with anti-vaxxers, President Macron's questioning in a fit of pique of the effectiveness of the AstraZeneca vaccine on no scientific basis whatsoever plumbs the depths of irresponsibility. So not only has the UK been right post-Brexit to make its own decisions and not allow this to be held up by the failing EU approach, but when you look at the likes of Macron and the comments that have been made across Europe, it's been deeply, deeply irresponsible. And this, I think, is something that deserves far greater scrutiny. As ever, guys, if you found this report helpful and informative, please do give it a thumbs up. Would really appreciate that. Make sure you've hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss my next video. And of course, as ever, thank you for watching.